All right. Thanks so much, Paul.
Not a problem, Danny.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
again.
it. Paul Berkman, General Manager of Acura of Milford, our featured dealer of the week at WEBE108.com. We're talking about the Lawrence Advantage, which we're going to find out about on our Tuesday test drive today. We're going out in the 2016 Acura ILX, of course, with John Powers from Acura of Milford. Good to see you, John.
Welcome back, Dan.
We're ready to roll.
Sounds good.
Let's go. Great to see you again, John.
Good to see you.
Had a great holiday.
Yes, I did.
So this is it.
This is the new one.
New 2016 Acura ILX. And the front end, we've got the July headlights. Why don't you take us for a little walk around?
Sure. This is the mid-model refresh, basically. So we brought the headlights here to the rest of the family look, as far as we're concerned, with these new Julys. These are LEDs. They're very powerful. So you're really going to enjoy that nice vision at night. We shaped the lower bumper a little bit more stylish there. We brought that a little flair to it, so to speak. I've got 17-inch wheels. This is the first level of the ILX, but it has Acura Watch. And Acura Watch has, oh my goodness, a boatload of safety features, from things like a crash mitigation system that will stop the car before it actually hits something. Lane departure warning that'll let you know when you're going over the lane.
I'll bet it has a rear view camera.
It's got the rear view camera with 3 views of it. We've got we've styled up the back bumper too as well, 17-inch alloy wheels. And of course we got the fob in my pocket, so as soon as I touch the handle, the door unlocks. As soon as I push this button right here, the whole thing locks up.
Love it. And all you have to do is have the key in your pocket.
Just have it on your person.
Okay. We're going to take our Tuesday test drive. Let's go. We're inside the brand new 2016 Acura ILX. Yes, we did say 2016. It's a mid-model reset. And John Powers is in the car with us, and John's going to tell us about all the phenomenal features that come along with Acura Watch.
Well, first of all, the steering wheel is a little set up differently, Dan. Normally we have our cruise control on the right side, which we still do. However, we have additional buttons on the steering wheel to help us stay in the line that we're driving. So it's going to actually be read by this camera that's built into the top of the windshield here. It monitors those lines in the highway. So once we get on the road and we pick up 2 lines, it's going to actually keep the car between those lines.
I love it.
So it's not made for you to just basically take a break and you know, just take a nap. It's so you can be relaxed and know that you're going to more or less stay pretty much even in the road without drifting over. However, if you do drift over, we've got the lane departure warning there on the left side, and that's basically going to let you know, hey, you just went over the line by mistake. Even a lane departure as far as getting off the road, off-road mitigation, Dan. It'll detect whether or not you have something, you know, you're kind of like drifting, literally. Maybe you drop something, you're drifting off the road itself, and it feels that it's going down a little bit, it'll start turning the car back toward the center of the road. So you have safety all over the place in this vehicle. Not to mention crash mitigation. One of the features that if you're going to get into a crash, this car will stop the car before that even happens. So these are all part of the Acura Watch program that they're putting into our cars. And like I said, this is the first level ILX.
John, is that done with a camera or with a radar?
It's done with a combination of things, with the camera and with radar. And WAVE radar cruise control too is built in here, so you can keep a distance from the car in front of you, so that you're driving, if you set it at 60 miles an hour and that person starts slowing down, you'll slow down accordingly. You can keep maybe 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds behind that car that's in front of you.
Tell us about the different levels of the Acura ILX and Acura of Milford.
Okay, well, the ILX now, this car more or less with the engine of the predecessor of the TSX, it has 201 horsepower. So you don't have to be compromising in any way, shape, or form anymore. Any of the Acura owners who have TSXs out there, they're going to be getting into just a slightly smaller cabin. But when I say slightly, I mean slightly. But they're going to not give up any of that power. As a matter of fact, now they're going to be married, that power, 201 horsepower, to an 8-speed dual clutch transmission.
And it's 201 horsepower?
201 horsepower, correct.
It's a 4-cylinder.
4-cylinder, correct.
And it's going to get great gas mileage.
Fantastic gas mileage. This one's going to be getting 36 miles on the highway and about 25 in the city.
So what's the price point on the ILX?
This car just a hair over $30,000 with this Acura Watch feature.
And can you tell us about the Lawrence Advantage when you buy your car from Acura of Milford?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, the warranty on the car is 4 years or 50,000 miles, and that's a bumper-to-bumper warranty. We're going to extend that warranty an additional 9,000 miles, just so you feel comfortable. Sometimes people are leasing cars nowadays, even 20,000 miles a year. So that extra 9,000 miles that we add to the warranty really helps them, gives them peace of mind knowing that they can go up to 59,000 miles without any issues as far as warranty, interruption. They're going to be covered for 59,000 miles or 4 years and 9 months. So that part of it is a bumper-to-bumper. The factory warranty on the powertrain is 6 years or 70,000 miles. We have loaner vehicles available if the car's ever going to be here for service. We always do the first services on us. We want to check the car out, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Even in the first 90 days, as luck may have it, if you get a little ding in the hood, we'll take that ding out. So we just want to make sure that you feel good about that brand new vehicle.
I see my lane departure light just came on to tell me that I was moving off through the lines. Now the stopping me from hitting that car, I would have to have my cruise control on?
Yeah, so we'd have to have we'd have to have our main cruise control on. We'd also have to have our WEBE radar cruise control on, so it's telling us how far away the car is in front of us. And then we can couple that with our lane keeping assist. Once we have all that set, it'll keep the car away from that car.
Set, that's going to keep me at that distance.
Yep, going to keep you at that distance. And the fact that those lines are solid right there, that means that the car is going to follow the lines in the highway without you touching the steering wheel.
So if I were to let it go,
just let it go and let's go down to the next exit. Okay. You can just accelerate if you want to. So the camera's reading those two lines.
The car's holding the road so beautifully anyway, I'm not even steering.
And it's just basically watching what's going on there. When it feels that you're not in touch with the road, like right now, it says steering required. Now that you've touched the wheel, then you're fine.
My hand off the wheel.
Now the lines are solid again, and it's going to let you go.
So now I feel myself drifting, but the car just keeps coming back.
It's the road. The road's pulling the car in different ways, and that's why the computer is helping it out.
So when my lane departure is on and I'm moving the car to the other lane, it's going to fight me?
It's going to give you a little bit of a tug, a little bit of a notice on the because the monitor is looking at that line, and you have gone over. If you're going 40 miles an hour or faster, and it sees you didn't have your blinker on, it's going to just warn you, hey, you just drifted over. Did you realize that or not?
Gotcha. And I can feel it kind of...
Feel a little rumble there.
Rumble.
Yeah.
We're pulling back into our featured dealer of the week. It's Acura of Milford on the Post Road off exit 39B. That's the exit we just got off of. So you see how close we are to the highway. Very convenient to get here. I recommend you come in and see John Powers. If you're an ILX fan, your car has been rebooted for 2016. It's luxurious. It's sporty. It certainly has a lot of pep. Catch it if you can at Acura of Milford.
Thanks, Dan.
And see John Powers when you come in, please. John, always good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Thanks, Gabby.
Thank you, Gab.